Good afternoon, the State News. I am Taufikat Abdulhakim. The Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, OSEC, is committed to the adherence of the provisions of the Constitution to bringing governance closer to the people at the grassroots by putting in place a democratically elected government at the local level. OSEC Chairman Otumba Segun Oladiton stated this at the opening ceremony of a 5-day training workshop for electoral officers and assistant electoral officers preparatory towards the forthcoming October 15 council election. Oluwatobiloba Odunuga now reports.
Government and Local Government Council Development Area Election in Osun State, the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, OSEC, organized a 5-day workshop to train electoral officers and assistant electoral officers who will be participating in the elections. In his welcome address at the opening ceremony workshop organized by the Osun State Independent Electoral Commission, the OSEC boss, Otumba Segun Oladiton, noted that the workshop is organized to screen and engage the Commission's field officers. The OSEC chairman noted that the Commission is poised towards conducting free, fair, and credible election by providing a level playing ground for all stakeholders and building the confidence of the electorate. He stated further that as an election management body, OSEC will ensure a credible election through a transparent electoral process by using competent and both permanent and ad hoc personnel who would work in accordance with the law. Otumba Oladiton maintained that the Commission is ready to provide all the necessary logistics, materials, and equipment to facilitate the conduct of free, fair, and credible elections, hence the need for a thorough training and retraining of all the personnel that will participate at the election.
The motive behind this is that we believe that by the grace of God, we are conducting the local government election on October 15, 2022. The people being trained here, we call it intensive training of the electoral officers, assistant electoral officers, who will be the first layer of people to be appointed to conduct the elections.
Some of the trainees who spoke with OSBC News, including Mr. Abayomi Olayombo and Ms. Opeyemi Olunlade, described the workshop as a veritable channel of giving them the knowledge required to carry out the job effectively.
It will be the best thing that will happen to us so that we can conduct a free and fair election.
The training, I think it's 5 days training to help us prepare because we don't know what to do yet. So they will help us to get prepared and to know what to do next.
Oluwatobiloba Odunuga reporting for OSBC News.
Has been applauded for being among the pivotal of hopes to the people, especially members of Spinal Cord Injuries Association of Nigeria, Osun State Chapter. The state chairman of the association, Mr. Yusuf Olatoye, gave kudos to the governor while narrating the series of assistance extended to the members of the association. Mr. Olatoye also urged the society to accommodate the physical challenged, a part of stakeholders of the society, adding that the government should empower the members to better their lot. He speaks further.
The government are doing their little bit. The only thing is the NGO. The NGO has been trying enough to run that we have an NGO which we call CSDP. They are community development people being sponsored by the World Bank, but financial and character funded by the state government. These people have built our hall for us. They are meeting, IPINLE nowadays we had a meeting to just rub mind with ourselves. We need a lot of medical materials. We need wheelchair. We have some implementing that we use. We are using catheters, everyone, and it costs a lot. So we still need government to help us and the other non-governmental associations also to come in and assist us.
Showers of encomium trailed the retirement thanksgiving and launching of a new music album of Pastor Kehinde Ajibade, who recently retired from the News and Current Affairs Department of OSBC. Many described him as a man whose behavior reflects the Bible and professes as a Christian. OSBC News reporter Oluchi Amuda completes the story.
Retirement thanksgiving and launching of the music album of the renowned broadcast journalist who dabbles as a gospel singer, Pastor Kehinde Ajibade, attracted the who is who in the journalism profession and beyond. The Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, OSBC family, both serving and retired members of the Osun State Broadcasting Corporation OSBC family were on ground to honor one of their own for his meritorious service to the corporation, the state, and the country at large. The testimonies from professional colleagues, both serving and retired, families, friends, and neighbors of Pastor Ajibade were mind-blowing, attesting to the impact the retired broadcast journalist come cleric made and will continue to make in the lives of the people he comes in contact with.
At that time, 2003 up to now, I saw him as a man who harbors no bitterness.
That could be likened to an exam hall. Many people fail because they try to copy others, not knowing that everyone has a different question paper.
A very nice man, very caring, loving, and very exemplary by whatever yardstick and standard.
I'm very, very glad to work with him. He's a nice man. As an elderly man, he will advise you, he will talk to you, he will forget that this one is my colleague, I don't want to discuss this one. We will talk to you, discuss with you.
The royal fathers of the day, Oba Kamarudin Adeyanju, Oloro Ruo of Ororuo, and the Olu of Olorun Shogo, Oba Dauda Ariyo, among others, all showered encomiums on Pastor Ajibade for his humane nature and professionalism. The chairman of the event, Honorable Bamidele Salam, who was represented by Mr. Adams, Sekete, and the chief launcher, Otumba Olushola Adekonla, commended the exemplary lifestyle of the celebrant, just as they urged him not to relent in his service to God and humanity. In his response, Pastor Ajibade, who appreciated God Almighty for bringing him thus far, equally expressed gratitude to a veteran journalist, Mr. Kayode Adedire, whom he described as his godfather in journalism, for believing in him and giving him the chance to blossom in the field. He advised those still in active service to remain dedicated to their job, adding that everyone will be rewarded accordingly.
Part in the history of my life today has been the best of the days I will forever remember.
The event climaxed with the launching of the music album entitled Baba Gbawa, and the celebrant thrilled the audience with a spirit-filled, melodious gospel song. Oluchi Amuda, OSBC News.
And that ends the state news on OSBC TV. Please join us at 5 for the evening news. Good afternoon.